How you doing, YouTube? Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of, New England style. It's kind of weird. We'll get to that in a second. India Pale Ale time in the form of Connecticut Valley Brewing. It is their Trailblazer New England style IPA. Now, why is New England style a weird thing for me to say? Everybody's making one of those. It's Connecticut Valley Brewing. They're in the New England region. Why wouldn't they just call it a New England India Pale Ale? I don't know. Connecticut to me is New England. Am I wrong? Is that too far south? I don't think so. So yeah, it's kind of weird that they use New England style. It's just, I don't know. It's me being weird. What does it say in here? It says, Trailblazer will rev up your palate with an explosion of fresh, unfiltered hops that has an irresistibly intense flavor. At Connecticut Valley Brewing Company, we celebrate the trailblazing spirit that lies with us. That is why Trailblazer Colonel Albert Pope adorns this can, racing on a signature Pope cycle. And they go a whole big thing about who Pope is and all that fun stuff. But I'm not going to read that. This was canned like 2 weeks ago, not even. So it's fresh as fuck. And that's pretty much it. Label-wise, it's alright. I shouldn't say I don't like Connecticut Valley's labels or cans or anything, but, they're a bit kind of old school to me. So I don't love them. Let's put it that way. So, anyway. So like I said, this is the third or fourth beer. I think it's definitely did two. The first one was their pale ale. It was their base pale ale. And then I did a coffee stout from them. So we'll see how this one goes. Weird head. It had a nice creaminess to it, but it's super, as you can see, it dissipated in this super crazy rockiness. Yeah, really not leaving much of a head behind. But it has that kind of haze on point, the rich orange core, kind of opaque edges, get a little bit of light through there, and it has a little kind of whiteness, kind of cataractiness to it. Yeah, that head dissipated really creepily, weirdly, rocky. It was like creamy at first, and it just went like it is now, kind of turning into something else. That's really bizarre, especially when you get that a lot of times when you're talking about like an adjunct. Like pale ale or an IPA, like coconut, things like that, because that oil kind of breaks down the head. This one's acting a little bit weirder than that, because it's just a core 4 beer as far as I can tell. It's got a nose. Yeah, soft, rich, sweet fruitiness. Tropical fruit, peach. Not much as far as citrus goes. Yeah, tropical fruit, peach, sweetness. Super generic, not even green, not even nothing, just soft, generic, bittering in the background. That's it. Yeah, there's really not much else going on in there. Yeah, done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, super generic bittering. Super. Like really, almost like a carbonic acid kind of bittering as opposed to a hot bittering. I know it's a hot bittering. If anything, it comes off like spicy, herbal. Like super unripened pithy. There you go. That's the one I want to land on. Like an orange pithiness, if the orange isn't even close to being ripe, so you're not getting much as far as the citrus fruitiness. Just a real generic white pithiness. Soft sweetness to it. Actually, a decent amount of sweetness, but again, the sweetness itself is just a grainy, cereal-like, sugary water kind of sweetness. So there's not much as far as depth to it. Kind of generic mouthfeel, done and done. It's really weird because I keep hitting my mic. Sorry about that. The first one I did from them was this like 5.5%, like hazy pale ale that it was like super vibrant as far as how it showed, kind of bittering and hop wise and fruit wise and all that stuff. This is, talking about, almost double the ABV, and I assume kind of, a hell of a lot more ingredients, and this one comes off way less impactful than that beer does. Yeah, soft bittering. Everything's generic about it. Not really getting much sweetness or anything. It's just kind of floating out there in the ether. Yeah. Meh. Not a fan. Not a fan. Especially because it's like 8% alcohol by volume. At 8% ABV, I want impact from my beer. I want something to reward me for drinking that high of an ABV of a beer. Here, I'm just getting okay, this is beer. This is, Genera, insert, basic, hazy, double, almost triple IPA, insert here kind of thing, without much as far as redeeming quality. And that's just the exact opposite that I want from these higher ABV beers. Sometimes I get like these beers that are really beautifully like rich and decadent, but in a very subtle way, and I'm like, okay, I really dig this beer, but I don't want it at 8%. I want it at 5%. I want this beer at 1.5 to 2%. As far as its impact goes, with how it's showing bittering, how it's showing sweet. I want this to be like, if someone said this is 1.8% IPA, I'd be like, I can kind of get down with this, you know what I mean? Especially if I wanted to drink like 30 of them at like a festival all day long. And I'd be like, okay, I'm drinking beer all day, but you're not really drinking beer, like a near beer kind of thing. I can get that, but it's ABV in what it's trying to do. It's just missing the mark completely. So, yeah, kind of a bummer, especially because that lower ABV one was so much fun. Yeah, super bizarre. Really bizarre. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, or beer opens, or pours, or whatever you want to call it. So let's talk about it. So one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. No. Value and availability, no idea. It's sent to me. And leave you with, if you like, well, will you like this? If you like hop impact, if you like malt impact, if you like mouthfeel in a very kind of minimal level, you'll like this. Did I get a bunk can? That could be two. I definitely try this again. If I can get a single can, I definitely try it again if I can get it on draft, just to form another opinion. But as far as this sits, if this is a second experience with this, comes off much like this, it's not for me. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out on the social media stuff. Pure Massive if you want to check me out on the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully I'm enjoying a nice little trailblazer right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.